This conference will now be recorded.
Anybody, what is Python? Okay, observing very clearly, Python is a general purpose. Python is a general purpose programming language. General purpose programming language. Now observing very clearly what is meant by programming language. A language is a set of instructions to intend the computer or machine for performing a one task. That set of instructions simply we are calling as a programming language. Okay, basically general purpose means by using this programming language, we can develop any type of applications. That means in the IT field, in any domain, we are using Python. Best example, artificial intelligence, data science, data analytics, data engineering. These are the domains. Big data, testing, web development, mobile application development, DevOps, ML ops. These are the different domains in the IT field. In any domain, we are using Python. That is the reason simply we are calling as a general purpose programming language. Python is not a specific to any one particular domain. In any domain, we are using Python programming language. Are you clear?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. In the market, the programming languages can be categorized into two levels, like as a high level programming languages and low level programming languages. High level means that programming languages are understanding by the human being. Best example, like as a C, CPP, Python, Java, C Sharp, Go, Scala. Next one, JavaScript, Perl scripting, VB script, PHP, Ruby, Modular 1, Modular 2, Modular 3, and etc. These are all high level programming languages. Next one, any high level programming language which is a which high level means that programming language instructions are understanding by the human being. Low level means any programming language instructions are understanding by the processor. The type of instruction simply we are calling as a low level programming languages. Best example, 8086 instructions, 8085 instructions, 8051 instruction. This type of instruction sets we are calling as a low level instructions. Low level instructions. Are you clear? Now observing very clearly, Python is a one high level programming language. Python is a one high level programming language. That means we can write any Python instruction. That instructions are understanding by the human being directly. The computer processor don't understanding this Python instruction. After writing this Python instruction, next we need to convert that high level instruction to low level instruction. Who will convert it internally? Some translators we are using, like as a compilers and interpreters. Python is a one high level programming language. Python is a one high level programming language. Are you clear? All of you clear as of now? Okay, next one, observing very clearly, these are the high level programming languages. In the market, these high level programming languages can be categorized into four types. Four types, like as a procedure oriented, object oriented, scripting programming languages, and modular programming language. These are the four types of high level. Any high-level programming language which support functions concept, that language is simply we are calling as a procedure oriented. Best example, C and Python. Next one, any high-level programming language which support OOPS principles. The type of high-level programming languages are called object-oriented programming languages. The OOPS principles are certain rules to developing an applications in object-oriented fashion. Okay, the most popular object-oriented programming principles are like as encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and data abstraction. Okay, whenever we can developing these applications by using these OOPS principles, we can achieve the security, reusability, and flexibility. Okay, if you want to security in our application, we need to require OOPS principles. Okay, any high level programming language which support OOPS concept, that language is simply we are calling as an object oriented. Best example, CPP, Python, Java, C Sharp, and etc. These are all object oriented programming languages. Scripting programming languages. Any high level programming language which support dynamic data types concept. Dynamic data types concept. Observing very clearly in programming languages, if we want to store the data, we need to require variables concept. A variable is a name which is referencing to an object in the memory. Generally, the variables are used to store the data for future reference. At the time of declaring the variables, we need to assign the data types. Data type means to representing the type of the data. Type of the data to represent the type of the data. Next one, observing very clearly the data types can be categorized into two types. First one is static data types. Static data types, and second one is dynamic data types. Static and dynamic. Okay, observing very clearly, static means the programmer or developer to assign the data type to the variable by explicitly at the time of declaring the variables. That concept simply we are calling as a static data types concept. Any high level programming language which support static data types concept, that languages simply we are calling as a static typed languages. Best example, C, C++, Java, C Sharp, Go programming, and etc. These are all static typed languages. Now observing very clearly, okay, one program I am implemented by using C programming. Observing very clearly in C programming how to represent the variables or everything. Simply here I am writing one C program, hash include std.h. We need to require input output header file is required. Next one, void main function is required. Void main function. I want to store the employee data. Employee having employee ID, employee name, and employee salary. Now for suppose I want to store the employee ID. Simply we need to declare the data types with variables. Variable with the data type declaration is required. Employee ID 101. Next one, employee name, that is a collection of characters. We need to specify the maximum number of characters. Next one, employee salary. Now I'm taking as a floating point value. Now I want to print that information, printf. Okay, integer value percentile d, string value percentile s, float value percentile f. Now simply employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Now I am saving that file and executing that file. This is a simple C language code. C is a static typed programming. In C programming, at the time of declaring the variables, we need to specify the data types by explicitly. This concept we are calling as a static data types concept. Are you clear? All of you clear? Static data types concept. Please responding.
Yeah, kind of.
Which one?
Yeah. Kind
Yeah,
of, yeah.
okay. Yeah, okay, okay. Remaining guys, all of you clear?
Yes, clear.
Yeah, okay. Next one, we are discussing about dynamic data types. Dynamic data types means the programmer or developer don't assign any data type to the variable by explicitly at the time of declaring the variables. But at the time of executing the program, automatically to assign the data types based on our input data. For example, we are assign the integer value, then automatically to assign the int data type. We are assign the floating point value, then automatically to assign the float data type. That concept we are calling as a dynamic data types concept. Any high level programming language which support dynamic data types concept, that languages simply we are calling as a dynamically typed languages. Dynamically typed languages. Best example, Python, JavaScript. These two languages are dynamically typed languages. Now same example I am trying to implement it in Python. Simply observing very clearly, here I am taking as employee ID 101, employee name Shiva, and employee salary. Now I want to print employee ID, employee name, employee salary. This is the simple Python code. In Python, at the time of declaring the variables, don't require to specify the data types. Automatically to assign the data types based upon our input values. This is a dynamic typed concept. Python is completely dynamically typed language. For example, by mistakenly we are assigning data type here, then immediately we will get error message. All of you clear the difference between static data types and dynamic data types? Any high level programming language which support dynamic data types, that languages simply we are calling as a scripting languages or scripting programming languages. Okay, don't confusing, scripting also one type of programming language. Next one, any high level programming language which support interpreter, that languages simply we are calling as a scripting programming languages. What is the meaning of interpreter? Basically, interpreter and compilers, these two are the translators to convert high level code into mission level code. That means a human understandable format into mission understandable format. The purpose of compiler interpreter is same, but the difference is execution flow is different. The compiler takes whole source code at a time, but interpreter takes the statement by statement and converting into mission code. When compared to compiler and interpreter, compiler execution is very fast. Are you clear?
Yep, I just had
Simply,
a question.
yeah, tell
With
me.
static and dynamic, like what's why there two different types? Like does it have to do with front end, back end, or
Not front end and back end. Just some different data types where some programming languages don't require at the time of creating the compiler and interpreter. These languages were specifying.
yep,
Some
or is
languages are
one
static.
using
Yeah.
sorry, is one
Some
using
language.
like less storage or
Yeah.
like
Second one,
what's
we don't require to any data types. Based upon our input values, automatically we are assigning.
yep. But are they used like does it help us decide what to use it for as well or
Yeah. First one in the static type. First, we need to decide in that particular variable which type of value we want to assign. But in the second scenario, we are assigning the value after that deciding. Okay, which type of
yep,
we are assigning before
yep,
and after. Okay,
yep.
yeah. Next, the scripting programming languages are shell scripting, Python, JavaScript. These languages are scripting programming languages. Next, fourth category, modular programming languages. Any high-level programming language which support modules concept, that languages simply we are calling as a modular programming languages. Best example, Modular 1, Modular 2, Modular 3, and Python. Okay, now observing very clearly, in Python, every Python file we are calling as a one module because Python supporting modular programming concept. In Python scenario, we are calling as a modules. Every Python file we are calling as a one module. Now observing very clearly, Python is a procedure-oriented programming language. Python is an object-oriented programming language. Python is a scripting language, and Python is a modular programming language. That is the only one reason in any domain we are using Python programming. All of you clear? That's why simply we are calling as a Python is a multi-parad. Python is a multi-parad. That means Python support multiple programming languages features. Finally, Python support both interactive and batch mode concept. Python supporting two types of execution modes, interactive mode and batch mode. Observing very clearly, here I want to performing some arithmetic calculations. Simply here I am declaring the variable x equal to 10, y equal to 20. Simply print of x plus y, press enter. That command is executed, display the result. Print of x minus y, press enter. That command is executed, display the result. Print of x into y, press enter. That command is executed and display the result. This is a interactive mode. Batch mode means simply open the file. In that file we are writing the same statement, simply x equal to 10, y equal to 20. Print of x plus y, print of x minus y, and print of x by y or x into y. We can take anything. We can save that file. For suppose I'm saving that file demo.py, Python file extension .py. Now simply we can say run that file. Go to run option. Simply click on the run module. Okay, in Python scenario, every Python file we are calling as a module. Simply click on that run module. Our file is executed and display the result. This is an example of batch mode, and this is an example of interactive mode. In Python, we can execute one program in two modes, interactive mode and batch mode. Okay, some differences are there, and in interactive mode, we are facing some problems. To overcome that problem, we are using batch mode. Okay, what are the problems in interactive mode? Everything we are discussing in the class, regular classes. Okay, two ways are there. We can executing the Python programs. Are you clear? This is a one way to defining Python definition. Python is a general purpose programming language. Python is a high level programming language. Python is a multi-paradigm. Python supporting both interactive and batch mode. Basically, all programming languages are supporting batch mode, like as a C programming, C++, Java, .NET. But Python supporting interactive mode also. Python is a general purpose, comma, high level interactive interpreted modular dynamically typed garbage collected procedure oriented object oriented and scripting programming language. This is a Python definition. Python is a general purpose, high level, interactive, interpreted, modular, dynamically typed, garbage collected. Observing very clearly, any high level programming language which support garbage collector, that language is simply we are calling as a garbage collected languages. The purpose of garbage collector, once our program execution is over, then automatically to deallocating the memory space for that particular unused or unreferenced objects. That means once our program execution is over, the garbage collector to perform the memory cleanup activity automatically. Once the garbage collector is executed, more memory space is available, so the next program execution is very fast. Are you clear? That is a garbage collector. Any high level programming language which support garbage collector, that language is simply we are calling as a garbage collected languages. C, CPP don't supporting garbage collector. From Java onwards, we are introducing garbage collector concept. Python also supporting garbage collector concept. All of you clear? If anybody any doubt, please clarify your doubts. Please clarify your doubts. Okay, next one, advantages of Python. When compared to other programming languages, Python having some advantages. First one is simple syntax. Simple syntax. In Python, there is no concept of semicolons. Like as a C, C++, Java, every statement end with a semicolon is required. But in Python, at the time of ending the statements, don't require semicolons. Are you clear? Next one, in other programming languages like as a C, C++, Java, at the time of writing the conditions like as if condition, while condition, we need to require parentheses. But in Python, at the time of writing the conditions, these parentheses are optional. Next one, at the time of creating a blocks in C, CPP, Java, we are using curly braces. But in Python, we are not using curly braces at the time of creating a blocks. But in Python, simply follow the space indentation space indentation concept. Space indentation concept. Okay, space indentation means the group of statement to follow the same space. Now observing very clearly, I'm explaining one example. In C programming, I want to check whether given number is even or odd. How to writing that program? First we need to take the number. Simply int number. Now printf, enter your number. I want to take the number at runtime. Enter your number. Now that number we are storing into which variable? Num variable. Here I am using scanf percentile d. That is an integer value. Ampersand number. Now that value we are storing into num variable. Now I want to verify the condition. If even number means that number evenly divisible by 2. Now whenever that number is evenly divisible by 2, that number is a even number. Simply printf even number. Even number. Otherwise control go to else block, printf odd number. This is the code, C language code. Now I am trying to execute in this code. I am enter the number 5. This is a odd number. Now here I am taking the number 12, print even number. By mistakenly here I am missing semicolon. Again I am trying to executing, we will get the error message. Compulsory semicolons are required. then only our code is executed. By mistakenly here, I am missing this brackets after if statement. Then immediately we are trying to executing, we will get error message. All of you clear? This is a C programming style. Okay, same code I am trying to implement it. I am trying to implement it in Python programming. Simply here, how to take the number from the user input. In C programming, we are using scanf. Instead of scanf, here we are using input function. Input, enter your number, enter your number. Okay, by using input function, we can read any value. That value will be treated as a string format in Python 3.x versions. Now I want to convert that number into integer. Simply we are applying the into function. Okay. Now that string value is converting into integer. That integer value we are storing into this particular num variable. Now we are implementing the logic num mod to double equal to 0. After that we are follow the space indentation. Simply print even number. Next one, control go to else block. I want to print odd number. Now I'm trying to executing. Now simply here 5, that is an odd number. Now I'm passing 24. Now that is an even number. This is the simple Python code. By mistakenly we are adding semicolon here. Don't give any error message. Our code successfully executed. This is a simple C language Python code, and this is a C language code. Okay, Python always follow the space indentation, means after if we are following some space, once we are taking the colon press enter, automatically it will taking some tab space. By mistakenly we are don't follow any space, then immediately we will get syntax errors. Python always follow the space indentation. Python always follow the space indentation. All of you clear? If anybody any doubt, please clarify your doubts. Are you clear or not?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Next one, less code. When compared to other programming languages, Python having less code. Python programs having less code when compared to other programming languages. Other programming languages programs code like C, C++, Java, C Sharp, Go, and etc. Python programs having less code when compared to other programming languages. Programs code like C, C++, Java, C Sharp, and Go programming. Now simply observing very clearly in C programming, just I want to print hello world. How to writing the C language code? Simply we need to include one header file and main function we are declaring. Within the main function we are writing. This is a simple C language code. Same code I am trying to implement it in Python. Simply observing very clearly, just print hello world. Just print hello world. This is a Python code and this is a C language code. Okay, when compared to other programming languages, Python having less code. Are we clear? Less code example. Next
Yeah.
one, yeah, Python is a dynamically typed language. Python is a dynamically typed language. Now observing very clearly, for suppose in C programming, I want to performing the addition of two numerical values. Now simply first we need to declare the variables int x equal to one integer value, float y equal to one floating point value, simply float z equal to x plus y. Now I want to print that information, printf floating point value representation percentage f and z value. Okay, semicolon is required. Every statement semicolons are required. Now this is the result. This is a C language code. C is a static typed. In C programming, at the time of declaring the variable, compulsory we need to specify the data types. Are you clear? Now same code I am trying to implement it in Python programming. In Python, simply x equal to 10, y equal to 2.3, z equal to x plus y and print of z. Okay, this is a dynamically typed language. In Python, at the time of declaring the variables, don't require to specify the data types by explicitly. At the time of executing the program, automatically to assign the data types. By mistakenly, here we are assigning the data type, then immediately we will get the error message. This is a C language code and this is a Python code. All of you clear?
Yep.
Yeah. Python is a dynamically typed language. Next one, Python provides Python provides n number of built-in libraries. N number of built-in libraries. In Python scenario, a library is nothing but a collection of packages. Collection of packages. A package is nothing but a collection of modules. In Python, n number of built-in modules are available. For example, I want to display my current system time. How to display that one? Simply we are importing one module. That module name is called time module. From time import, in the time module, one function is available. That function name is called ctime. Simply print of I am calling ctime function. I am calling ctime function. Now it return current system date time in the form of string format. Saturday, December 14. That is my system time. Are you clear? For example, I want to print a current date, current system date. Simply from date time import date. Import date. Simply print of date dot today method we are calling. Now current date we are getting 2024 12 14. For suppose I want to print both the date and the time, simply we are importing date time. Date time dot now, that method I am calling. Now we are getting both date and time. Both date and time. For example, I want to print one particular year calendar. Simply we are importing one module from calendar. In that calendar module, one function is available. That function name is called calendar function. Simply print off calendar of year we are passing, which year calendar we want to require. Simply for suppose I am passing 1991. Now 1991 calendar is printed. 1991 calendar is printed. For suppose I am passing 2024. Now 2024 calendar is printed. Today is December 14 is a Saturday. Or I want to print 2025 calendar. Simply it is printed 2025. In the 2025 January 1st is a Wednesday. For suppose my requirement is I don't require 12 months calendar. I want to print one particular year, particular month calendar I want to print it. Instead of calendar, simply we are using one function. That function name is called month function. Simply month of that month function takes two parameters, year parameter and month number. In the 2024 12th month I want to print it. Now only that particular month calendar is printed. Okay, in Python, everything libraries are available. Just we are importing and using depends upon our requirements. Are you clear? Okay, these are the advantages of Python. Simple syntax, less code, dynamically typed language, and Python provides n number of built-in libraries or packages or modules. All of you clear or anybody any doubt?
It's clear, Krishna.
Yeah, okay. If anyone any doubt, please clarify your doubts. Okay, next one, features of Python. Features of Python. First one, easy to learn, easy to read, easy to use, easy to maintain, easy to maintain. Okay, if you are coming from any background, we are learning Python is very easy, and Python code is more readable when compared to other programming languages. Okay, we are using Python, we can developing any type of applications is very easy. Next one, maintenance means Python projects or maintenance is very easy, don't require high level configurations or everything. Next one, Python is a portable. Python is a portable. Python is a portable, or some people we are calling as a cross platform. Portable means on top of any environment or on top of any operating system, we are installing Python software. It support Windows, Linux, or any operating system we are installing Python software. Next, another feature, Python is a scalable. Scalability means depends upon the situation. Okay, definitions are changing, but in this particular scenario, scalability means we can add new features easily. We can add new features easily. Scalability. Next one, secure. Python providing security to our application because Python also supporting object oriented programming concepts. Next one, flexible. It is a user flexible. For example, if you want to write any C program, compulsory we are follow the procedure oriented fashion. If you want to write any Java code, compulsory we are follow the object oriented fashion. But coming to Python, we can write one Python code, either procedure oriented is valid, we can write the same code in object oriented also. Depends upon the user requirement, depends upon the user flexibility. Flexible. Next one, extendable. Extendable. Python is an extendable. That means we are extending with other languages. We are extending with the C programming, that is called C Python. We are extending with Java, that is called Jython. We are extending with the .NET programming, that is called Iron Python. We are extending with the Rust programming, that is called Rust Python. Okay, in the market, different flavors of Python is there. C Python, Jython, Iron Python, Rust Python, Micro Python, PyPy, Stackless Python, Anaconda Python. Different flavors of Python is there. Next one, Python is a robustness. In programming terminology, robustness means generally robustness means robust full form. Robust meaning to handling the runtime errors. To handling the runtime error. Okay, technically that runtime error simply we are calling as a exceptions. That means Python supporting exception handling concept. Python supporting exception handling concept. Next one, Python is a platform independent. Python is a platform independent. Platform independent means write once, run anywhere. Write once, run anywhere. And Python is a strongly typed language. Strongly typed language. That means the dynamically typed languages are can be categorized into two types, like as a weakly typed and a strongly typed. Okay, JavaScript is a weakly typed language. Okay, weakly typed means, for example, if you are using addition operation, one is a string value, another one is a integer, then automatically that integer value is converting into string. But in Python, it is not converting. We will get the error message. Okay, Python is a strongly typed language. JavaScript is a weakly typed language. Okay, next one, Python is a garbage collected, and Python is a interpreted language. Python is a interpreted language, and Python is completely free and open source project. Free and open source. Free means without paying any single paisa. We are downloading Python software and using that software either personal, professional or commercial purpose. Open source means anybody can contribute to our Python organization with respect to donation, like as a amount to donation, source code donations or everything. Next one, it support it support all types of database connections. By using Python, we can connect any type of database. In the market, most popular databases like as a SQL and NoSQL. SQL databases are MySQL, Oracle, next one PostgreSQL, Microsoft SQL Server, SQLite 3, DB2, different databases are there. NoSQL means MongoDB, Cassandra, DynamoDB, different databases are there. By using Python, we can connect both SQL databases and NoSQL databases. These are the features of Python programming language. If anybody any doubt, please clarify your doubts. All of you clear?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Python is not a new language. Python is the oldest language. Python was developed by Python was developed by Guido van Rossum, Guido van Rossum in the year of 1991. At that time in the market, there is no Java, there is no JavaScript, there is no .NET, there is no Rust programming. Okay, everything. Some languages are there like as a C, C++, Algol, COBOL, modular programming languages, shell scripting. These languages are available. Okay, Python is a oldest language when compared to Java, but especially in the Indian market, the Python is popular last 7 years onwards. The main reason before 7 years or 8 years back, in Indian market, especially in Indian market, there is no artificial intelligence technology and there is no data science concept, there is no big data domain, and there is no data engineering. And in the initially we are using only ETL concepts. Next one, there is no data analytics concept. Next one, IoT, cyber security, DevOps, cloud computing. Next one, ML ops. Next one, IoT domain. Next, blockchain. Okay, these technologies are not there. Whenever we are introducing these technologies in Indian market, now onwards, gradually Python is increasing. Python is increasing in Indian market. But abroad country, Python is a one kids language. In Cambridge University in fifth standard, Python is a one subject. Okay, in CBSE also, to introduce Python is a one language or Python is a one subject in ninth standard. Last 2 years onwards, in CBSE also to introduce Python is a one subject in ninth standard. Are you clear? Next one, what we can do with Python. What we can do with Python. First one is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. If anybody want to go to AI domain, in that case we need to require Python programming language. Python is a one primary skill. Next one, data science. Okay, if you want to go to data scientist jobs or ML engineer jobs or DL engineer jobs or NLP engineering jobs, okay, we need to require Python skill. Python is a one primary skill. In olden days, we are using SAS programming. After that, R programming we are using. But currently, all the companies are using Python. Next one, data engineering, data engineer, data analytics, data analytics. And next one is data engineering. Okay, now observing very clearly comparing these three domains, data engineering is the past. That means to collect the data from already existed data and applying some transformations. Final data we are storing into data warehousing. That is called related to past. Coming to data analytics, that is related to current situation, like as a present. The data analyst take the data from the data warehousing, applying some analysis on data and generating the reports to the client or end user or product owner or manager or anything. Next one, that high level persons to analyze the data and to make a decisions for future implementations. The future, okay, how to predict in the future by using data science, by using data science. Okay, data engineering is related to past and data analytics is related to present and data science is related to future predictions. Are you clear? Next one, big data. Okay, big data means in technically which data is not suitable for storing and processing. The type of data is nothing but a big data. How to handle that big data? By using Hadoop. Hadoop is a one framework which is used to store the big data and processing the big data. How to store the big data? By using HDFS concept, Hadoop distributed file systems. Next one, how to process the data? By using MapReduce. The MapReduce is suitable for only already existed data. It is not suitable for live data analysis. For that live data analysis, we are introducing one concept that is called Spark. Okay, if you want to implementing Spark related algorithms practically, we are using either Python programming or Scala. Most of the companies are using Python. Spark with Python, that is called PySpark. Python providing one library, that is a PySpark library. Next one, web application development. Web application development. By using Python, we can developing web applications also possible. Web application means it is an application. It is used client side technologies and browsers to performing the action on the internet. Okay, in the web development, three types of job roles are available: front end developer, back end developer, and a full stack developer. Before COVID, okay, the companies are hiring front end developers separately and back end developers are separately. But after COVID, the companies are looking for only full stack developers. That means single developer to work on both either front end or back end. Okay, full stack development means the developer to involve from gathering the client requirements phase to deployment and monitoring phase. Single developer working on these all phases. Okay, full stack development. Current situation, all the companies are hiring for full stack developer. It's maybe either Python full stack developer or Java full stack developer or .NET full stack developer, either mean stack or min stack. Are you clear? Next
Yes,
one,
yes.
yeah, mobile application development. Mobile application development. By using Python, we can developing mobile applications also possible. Next one, GUI, graphical user interface. User interface like as a desktop application development, GUI application development, GUI application development. Next one, console applications, command line interface, command line interface, console application development. Next one, ERP application development, enterprise resource planning, ERP application development, application development. Next one, GIS, geographical geographical information system, information systems like as a Google Maps and navigation jobs are available. Next one, games development, games development. By using Python we can developing games also possible. Next, another one is automation testing, automation testing. Okay, in that automation testing domain, most of the companies are using the most popular automation testing tool is Selenium. In olden days, we are using Selenium with Java, but current situation, all the companies are migrating Selenium with Python. Selenium with Python. Next one, scientific applications. Scientific applications like as a research and research applications, research and development. Scientific applications and networking applications like as a chatbots, networking applications. Next one, automation, automation, automation or animations, animations. Animations means like as a 3D applications, VFX, graphic designing, graphic designing. Graphic designing. Next one, CAD applications and etc. Next, another application is DevOps. Okay, in DevOps for automation purpose, we are using Python scripting or Go scripting or Go language, either Linux shell scripting or Ruby scripting. Currently, most of the projects we are using Python scripting in the DevOps. Next one, in future, Dev with security is a one of the market trending. Next one, ML ops, machine learning with the operations. Next, another domain, AI, artificial intelligence with the operations. Okay, these two are the most of the feature demandable skills, ML ops and AI ops. Next, another domain is cloud computing. Okay, cloud computing. In the market, different cloud vendors are available. The top three cloud vendors are like as Amazon, AWS, Microsoft, Windows Azure, Google, GCP. Okay, in that cloud domain also for the automation purpose we need to write some scripting. That scripts are implemented most of the cases by using Python programming. Next one, quantum computing. Quantum computing. Next one, generative AI. Gen AI. In that domain, one of the market trending domain, prompt engineering. Prompt engineering. Next, another application, cyber security. Cyber security. Another application domain like as a blockchain. Blockchain. Next, another one is ETL domain, extraction, transformation, and loading. In that ETL domain, three types of jobs are available: ETL developer, ETL admin, and ETL testing. Next one, BI, business intelligence. Okay, in that domain also two types of jobs are available: BI developer and BI admin jobs are available. Next, another one is admin activities. Admin activities like as a DBA, database administrator, system administrator, OS administrator, OS administrator, network administrator. These are the admin jobs. Okay, DBA, database administrator, system administrator, OS administrator, network administrator. In olden days, these people are using Linux shell scripting for automation purpose. Currently, we are using Python scripting. Next one, IoT, Internet of Things. Internet of Things. Next one, embedded systems. Embedded systems. Embedded systems. Next one, RPA, robotic process automation. RPA domain. Next one, web scraping, scraping the data from the websites. Next one, medical coding. In that medical coding, we can developing clinical and analysis algorithms practically by using SAS programming or by using Python programming we are using. These are the different applications. Okay, by using Python, these type of applications we can developing. Are you clear? Once we are learning Python, in current situation in the IT field, we are getting the more options. But which option we want selected, that option related Python libraries, frameworks are required. For example, we are selecting Python with the web development. After completion of the Python, we need to require backend framework like the Django framework or Flask framework or any other frameworks are required. Or if you are selecting full stack development, both backend and front end HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and JavaScript related framework, React JS, these skills are required. For example, if you are selecting data engineering, Python plus not only Python is sufficient here, Python, SQL, next any one ETL tool is required. Okay, different tools are required. For example, if you want to go to data analytics, Python is required, SQL is required, any one BI tool is required, Excel is required. If you want to go to data science, Python is required. Python related data science modules like as a NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn. Next one, scikit-learn. Next one, TensorFlow, Keras. Different libraries are required. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. If anybody any doubt, please clarify out. This is your demo session. If anybody any doubt, please clarify your doubts. All of you clear?
Yes, Krishna.
Yeah. Okay, if any doubt, please clarify your doubts. Otherwise, please log out the session.
Oh, yep. I have
Uh,
questions regarding the like the classes, not the content.
Yeah, okay, tell me.
Yep. So I just wanted to confirm. So the class is running at 7 p.m.
Yeah,
from
7
Monday?
7:30.
Oh,
7:30.
7:30. Yep.
Yeah.
And what
7.
time is the HTML gonna be?
Okay, first we will start with Python.
Yep.
After 10 to 15 days, we will start with either 6:30 p.m. or only weekends we will start with HTML classes.
Yeah, but it'll be in the evening,
Yeah, only
like
evening.
after. Okay, yep. And
Yeah.
yes, so this was regarding the recorded sessions. Could we, like, if possible, record, like, because what if we need to refer back to like previous content? So could we still get the sessions recorded,
Yeah,
like
we
it's
will
being
share
recorded right now?
I will I will share the every class recording session. Okay.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah.
And sorry, just one last question. Are we gonna go into more basics for the first class, like for what we
Yeah.
learned like today? Are we gonna go in more basic or more basic details?
Yeah, we will discussing from scratch to completion very clearly. From basic onwards, we are explaining. Just
Okay.
today is the demo session. We will cover some topics. That's why we will discussing each and everything, some examples and coding also. But in course, daily course, we are not discussing immediately programming. First, we are discussing basics. After that, we'll start with the coding. But before that one, what is variable, how to declare the variable, what is keyword, everything we are discussing.
Oh, yep, all good. And it's an hour class
Yeah,
every day? Okay.
yeah,
Yep, all good. Thank you.
yeah. Okay, thank you. If anybody any doubt,
yeah, Krishna. I have one question.
yeah,
Regarding the content. So, for suppose Python, we need to only learn Python. So,
yeah.
Python, how many libraries you cover for Python, particular Python course?
Okay, in Python, some basic modules we'll discussing. These modules are required for any position, like as a
Yeah.
OS module, sys module,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
random
Mm-hmm.
module, time module. At the end of the course, minimum 30 to 40 modules we will cover.
Okay.
Okay, after that, which domain we are prefer, the domain related modules we are learning separately. For example, if you want to go to data analytics, we need to require Matplotlib, Seaborn. These libraries are required, but I am discussing Matplotlib library. Okay,
Okay.
to generating the reports like as a pie chart, bar graph, different graphs we are
Mm-hmm.
drawing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, basic
Okay.
basic modules we will cover everything.
Okay. Like NumPy,
Yeah,
Pandas. Did you cover these things?
yeah, pandas, numpy, matplotlib we will cover.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
That's all my
Not only
end.
these
Thank you,
three
Krishna.
modules, we'll discussing GUI programming, how to developing a GUI application. For example, we are
Mm.
creating one GUI application. Whenever we are enter the data, click on the submit button. The data we are storing
Mm-hmm.
into one database and retrieving the data. We are representing, reposting the data into your application. Everything we are explaining how to
Okay.
working with Excel files, CSV files, YAML files. Everything we are explaining. No problem.
Okay.
Okay,
Krishna, for this all things, so what was the duration, like for Python only?
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no
Uh,
class. Daily 1 hour
okay.
session, 3 months.
Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
Saturday we will
Sure.
cover. We will conducting assignments or everything. Okay, assignments, mock interviews.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Okay, Krishna. Okay, Krishna. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, okay,
That's all my end. Okay.
yeah, okay. If anybody any doubt, yeah, please log out the session. Preeti, any doubt?